So you see all these crochet designers out there with their blogs, generating traffic, getting visibility, making money, making sales, and you're a product seller thinking, how do I do that for my business? Well, we're going to discuss that today on Crochet Business Chat podcast. I just got caramel over myself. Um, Welcome, everyone. I'm going to just mess with this. Happy to have you all here this morning. I know we're a day late, so we got propane delivered yesterday. So uh, I'm doing a lot better today than yesterday. Okay, my name is Pam Grice, Crochetpreneur. I'm on a mission to help 100,000 makers build financial freedom through crochet. And if you are a crochet product seller, this podcast is for you. So say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know your business name. If you ever have a blog, tag it in the comment so we can go visit it. And let's get talking about blogging for product sellers. Forgive me, I'm going to need to drink. You know how it goes. All right. So you might be asking, does blogging still work? Is that even a thing? And I just want to tell you, yes. If you saw last week's podcast, you know that I was able to revive my own podcast, or I'm sorry, my own blog from very little traffic to over 66,000 page views in a month. So it is possible. People are still going to blogs. Yes, AI is messing with that. Yes, Google is messing with that. But it is still a viable way for you to build extra visibility and revenue streams in your business. So there is a myth, I think, amongst the crochet business community that blogging is for designers. And so a lot of product sellers don't even consider it. They're like, I'll have a website as a landing place for people, or I'll set up a shop somewhere. But blogging isn't for product sellers. And I want to dispel that myth today and talk about how you can use a blog to your benefit. So by the end of today's podcast, you are going to know how to use blogging to attract buyers and not just readers. You're going to be able to build a community around your blog and your brand and use it to grow your business. So let's talk about, sorry about that. Let's talk about the 4 key benefits. I'm going to try and move my screen here so it doesn't look like I'm looking over there. Okay, 4 key benefits of blogging for makers. The first one is traffic. So the more eyes you get on your business, the more sales you make. That's just math, right? So blogs increase your visibility through SEO, through links that you do on Pinterest, through just people doing searches and finding you on Google and learning about your business and what you have to offer. So traffic, visibility. All right. The next is trust. So your posts on your blog will help potential customers get to know your brand, your values, and they'll see you as a professional business that they can trust, rather than, always having those questions in the back of their head of, is this a real person? Is this a real business? Am I going to lose my money if I purchase from them? You're using the blog to build that authority and build authenticity and build connection with your audience. So the next is sales. So strategic content leads readers directly to your shop. So I'm not saying that every post you make on your blog is going to be a sales post. It's not. So the posts that you're making are content, and we'll get to this more, but it's content that is interesting to your customers, your ideal customers, and then you lead them to links to your products to fulfill the need that's addressed in the blog post. We'll talk more about that in a second. And then finally, the 4th key benefit of having a blog as a product seller is additional revenue streams. So once you have a blog and once you grow enough traffic, you can join ad networks like Mediavine and Raptive. In my experience, those are the 2 you want to aim for, and they've made it, in the last week, they've made it much more accessible to smaller bloggers. So look into Mediavine and Raptive, look at what they're current requirements are to get on their network and create campaigns, right, to grow your traffic to those levels so that you can get those really highly beneficial, high RPM ad networks on your blog. Okay, so ad networks. The next is affiliate links. Yes, you can use affiliate links in email. Yes, you can use affiliate links on your social posts, but your affiliate links on your blog posts give you the opportunity to like really create story and really highlight benefits of different products and link to those and make revenue from those affiliate links. So you might be saying, well, I'm a product seller. I don't want to link to other people's things. The great thing about blogging is that you're not only building up your business, but you can help other people build theirs as well by talking about coordinating items. So for instance, say you have, let's say you sell a crocheted spa set, right? So you're talking all about pamper yourself before the holidays or something like that. And then you can talk about different creams, different lotions. You can talk about, bath salts. You can talk about different other tools people might use for a spa thing, like a back massager thing or those kinds of things. And you can link all of those things with affiliate links. So you're not taking away from your sales, you're adding to your potential revenue by using affiliate links. And then finally, digital downloads. So having printables, having checklists, other digital content is going to give you opportunities to make even more sales in your business. Some of you might be saying, I don't want to do all that. Okay, I'm not saying blogging is for everyone. This is for the people who want to do it, who can push past the discomfort of not knowing how to do it in the beginning, and who want to get creative and who want to try strategies and experiment and those kinds of things. Some people are happy to just be like, I want to go to craft set fairs and sell at craft fairs and be done with it. Okay, then this is not for you. This is for people who want something in addition to that. So just know that. All right, so as you're building your blog, right? So what's the strategy? What does it look like? So basically, the topic of your blog is not going to be crochet. It's not going to be crochet products. It's not going to be, handmade spa sets. It's not going to be handmade stuffies. It's about the interest of the client or the customer. What we're doing is we're creating a Venn diagram. Okay, so we have this one circle. I'll do one circle over here. That is your customer, things your customer cares about. So what are their interests? What are their lifestyle? What are their problems? And then over here you have the benefits or the emotional appeal of your products, right? So why do people buy your stuff? You're looking for where is that intersection between what your customers love, how they live, what are the problems they're facing, and how your products overlap with that. And in that overlap is where you're going to find your blog topic. So some ideas. Hang on, I need a sip. Okay, some ideas. You have, let's say your ideal customers, busy moms who love having a cozy home. Cool. And your business is all about creating chunky crochet blankets. Okay, so you have your blanket business, you have moms who love cozy homes, you're going to blog about cozy living, you're going to talk about prepping your home for the holidays, creating cozy vibes in your home, creating family traditions, different ways to style blankets. All of these things can be the topic of your blog. So your blog is about cozyliving.com. Now, I'm sure there's someone already has that, but so that's what you're looking at is where does my product intersect with my audience? All right, so let's say with my physical product business, White Winter Hat Company, we focus on women who love the outdoors, women who love freedom. Our tagline is choose your own adventure, and all of our products are customizable, and we collaborate with our customers to create the exact product that they want. Outdoor lovers. So all of our ideal customers are adventure seeking, you know, fun, fun women, right? Who love our warm crocheted hats and our warm crocheted fashion accessories. So I'm going to blog about winter hikes. I'm going to blog about gift guides for adventurers. I'm going to blog about staying warm on the slopes. I'm going to create posts about, what are they called, where people create those images of the different outfits, like outfit of the day, and every outfit is going to have at least one piece of a product that I made. So this outfit might have one of my hats, this outfit might have one of my scarves, right? And so if I do posts on social media, outfit of the day, suggestion for adventurous women, I'm always going to link my product. But then I have the opportunity to link all of those other products with affiliate links as well. So I make money on both, plus the ad revenue, right? So there's lots of opportunity there. Another one would be eco-conscious shoppers and your sustainable handmade business, right? Lots of overlap there. You can blog about slow fashion. You can blog about eco-friendly gifting. You can blog about handmade living. You can talk about homesteading. You can talk about gardening, and then you bring in your products as part of that. So do you see how that overlap makes it really easy to find out, like, oh, what is my niche? What is my blog topic? Find the overlap and then generate ideas about blog posts. So again, your blog isn't about crochet. It's about what your buyers love and how that intersects with what you're making. So what types of blog posts work for makers? We're looking at lifestyle stories that then include your products. We're talking about gift guides, 10 cozy gifts for ski lovers, 10 cozy gifts for women who love to hike, 10 cozy gifts for your home, right? You can have 2 or 3 of your crochet products and then a bunch of other products that coordinate with your products, affiliate links, all right? You could have tutorials that complement your products, how to style your winter accessories, how to style a cozy bedroom, how to, like I said, style blankets, right? So you're talking about different sorts of tutorials that relate to your product. Then roundups. Like I said, doing the outfit of the day or doing a sort of capsule wardrobe. You can do that where you're linking your products and other people's products, right? Other people's handmade items even. If other people are making things that you don't make, you can collaborate and link both of those things. And okay, product care and styling tips. It's a great blog post. And local or seasonal content. So talking about like for me, because I live in Colorado, we have lots of adventurous women here. I could talk about the best ski areas in Colorado or the best cozy ski lounges, right? Those kinds of things I could talk about in my blog posts. So you can see my pup. What's going on now? Oh, sorry. I made my camera have an issue. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can get it to focus again. There we go. Nope. That's better. Okay. Let's talk about monetizing. Monetizing and expanding your blog. So what we're looking at is, like I said, adding ad networks, Mediavine or Raptive. There's other ones you can look into, but historically, Mediavine and Raptive are like the ones that my clients, my students find most trustworthy and least likely to mess up your blog. So once you reach their traffic thresholds, then you can get on those ad networks. Again, incorporating affiliate links. So Amazon, related tools that people might use to go along with your products. You could do, like if you sell Ami, you could do different display shelves for display, those kinds of things. Then selling digital products, printables, even small courses. If you want to do like a quick little $25 course on how to put together your own capsule wardrobe, and of course, link it to your own products. You could do small little courses like that, and then printables. And then finally, cross-posting your Etsy shop, your website, and your email list opt-in. So get an opt-in in all the places so people can opt into your list. You can let them know when you have a new blog post. You can drive traffic to the blog post. The greatest traffic generator is going to be your email list. So think of an opt-in that your ideal customer wants. So often I see product sellers creating opt-ins that they think people would want, or they go for the lowest hanging fruit of like, I'm going to create something super simple that nobody really wants, but it's really easy for me. And then nobody joins the list. Well, it's not because they're not interested in your products. It's because they're not interested in your opt-in. So if you don't know your ideal customer, all of this falls apart, right? You can't create an opt-in that they want because you don't know them. You can't create blog posts that they want because you don't know them. You can't create products that they want because you don't know them. Go back to the foundations and get to know your ideal customer. Create an opt-in, create a business around that person, all right? So how to get started. Identify your ideal customer's interests. Like I said, you need to know your ideal customer. If you don't have that piece nailed down, figure it out. That's my tough love for you. Figure it out. It's your job, all right? You got to figure it out. And then brainstorm 10 blog topics at the intersection of their interests and your product benefits. You can definitely use AI to do this, to say, this is my ideal customer. These are my products. Give me ideas for 10 blog posts. See what it comes up with. And then write your first post, optimize it for SEO, create your Pinterest images, pin it or send it over to Pinterest, send it to your email list, put it on social media, let everybody know you have a new blog and you have a new blog post up, and then do your next one, then do your next one, then do your next one. And one of the best things I did when I was first starting my blog, my own coach challenged me. I think it was write 30 blog posts in 10 days, something like that. And I did it, and it gets your blog really rolling. Yeah, it feels hard. You can do hard things. It's not the end of the world. So, I would challenge you to do 10 blog posts in 10 days to get started. Once you have 10 blog posts, Google can start to get to know you and all of that. And now this is not a comprehensive blogging course, so, do some Googling for how to set up your blog. I suggest WordPress.org website. I love Big Scoots. I should put these links below. I love Big Scoots as a hosting platform. They're so helpful, and just get out there and do it. But other people are experts in that area, and so they can help you get everything rolling. And then finally, include product links, stories, and clear calls to action inside of your blog posts, and you'll be good to go. So what are your next steps today? I am going to come over. I see there's lots of comments, so I'm going to come over and answer your comments for those of you who are live here today in just a moment. But next steps, if you want more strategic help growing your brand blog, I invite you to join us in Crochetpreneur Business Academy. I did open the doors for you in case you're interested in saying, like, yes, I want to get this rolling. Yes, I want to start the new year off on solid footing with a blog, and I can just grow starting at the beginning of the new year. Join us inside Crochetpreneur Business Academy. You will get step-by-step help building your business on a solid foundation. If you don't already know your target customer, we will help you figure that out. You'll also get a community that will help you brainstorm, encourage you, get you over the hump of any of the really hard parts, and ongoing coaching through workshops, hot seat calls, ask anything calls, those kinds of things. You can learn more about the Crochetpreneur Business Academy in my free masterclass. I'm not sure if I linked it in the description. I don't think I did. So go to crochetpreneur.com Oh, no, I did. I think I did. Crochetpreneur.com/framework-registration for the free masterclass, The Modern Maker's Path to Profit, a framework for growing a crochet business in an ever-changing world. The link is in the description, or go to crochetpreneur.com/framework-registration. And the class is really helpful, and it will give you all the details about CBA as well. We'd love to see you on the inside of the program. Okay, let's go answer questions. All right. Let me see. I'm just going to go back to the top and start from there. Let's see. Andrea from Poetry and Loops is here. Catherine's here. Catherine says, I'm not sure what I would blog about. Hope you got clarity from this call. My blog is the same as my handle, Sarah Dawn's Designs. She's a designer, less than a product seller. New to blogging, but I would like to get better. I'm a crochet tech editor and a product maker and seller. Okay, so your blog will probably have sort of two different links. One will be specifically for your tech editing customers so that people can find you to hire you for tech editing, and the other will be about your products. It could be two separate blogs, actually, but that's up to you. It is extra work to run two blogs, but not impossible. I am nervous for bad feedback and putting myself out there. Nope, that's not allowed. Let's see, turn off comments on your blog if you're worried about nasty comments. Listen, you can't let your fear of how people are going to respond keep you from chasing your dreams. You can't give other people that much power over what your life is going to look like. Go out there and do it. There will be haters. Doesn't matter. Some make it look so easy because they practice. So it's all about doing it scared, doing it without knowing what you're doing, and just having the courage to actually take action. I'm still working on my blog as a page on my site, just getting there. Awesome. I often use affiliate links for yarn, stitch markers, needles I use, and get a trickle of money from them. So far, my blog posts favorites are the whip posts. People like seeing the behind the scenes of sample knitting. Nice. I love the blue, the nails and glasses. Thanks. I got to get my nails done again. They're growing out. You can't really tell, but if I did a close-up, you could. And my nail lady made my one finger look like a sweater design. You can't really see, but it's really cute. All right. Okay, Ladybug Rose Crochets. I don't want you getting caught up in the weeds of what are other people doing. And if you're a physical product seller and you're trying to set up a site based on what designers are doing, you're going to fall into trouble. So stay in your lane. Figure out what your ideal customer wants and go from there. All right. I honestly don't recommend Google Ads or Google AdSense. I think it's messy. I think it's it doesn't pay you hardly anything, and it makes your site messy. And I don't think the payoff is worth the downside. That's my take. I think waiting to monetize your blog until you get more traffic is my preferred option. But that's me. How long should a blog post be to be good? So, Google is liking longer blog posts now. Mine are typically 1,200 to 1,800 words long, but Google says they like longer. So they like blog posts that they can say like, oh, this is a comprehensive answer to a question. This has great content. It's not just fluff. So, 3,000 words is okay. But I think really focusing on, have I said what I need to say in order to cover this topic? Will my readers walk away getting the answers that they're looking for? So it's important to look at, when you're writing the blog post, what question are people coming to this blog post to get answered? Like, how do I style a chunky blanket in my living room? Right? That's their question. Have I completely answered that question in this blog post? If the answer is yes, that's enough words. If the answer is like, oh, I could probably give them a couple more ideas, then do that. All right, so comprehensive. What do you use for editing videos? I use all the things. So I might use Adobe for one. I might use Canva for one. I don't have any particular favorite. I'm experiencing sweater envy. That sweater yoke is gorgeous. Thank you. It is not handmade. And my husband hates the sweater. He says I look like an old lady, and I say I don't care. And don't get on my husband. He's not mean to me about clothes. Just every time I wear this sweater, he laughs. And I always feel like I'm going to the lodge. I'm going to have hot cocoa by the fire at the ski lodge. That's how I feel when I wear this sweater. And he just laughs at me. I don't care. Thanks for liking it. I'm going to tell him. CapCut was suggested to me to use for editing videos. So we're not really talking about social media right now or video editing. So I don't want to get caught in the weeds again. You've been hearing good things about AdSense. I don't like it. That's just me. Because what happens is when you go over to a more sort of professional ad network, you have to go back into your blog post and manually delete all of those Google AdSense things. It's just a mess. That was my experience. Do you have names of blogs to look at for home decor product sellers? I don't. So I had the idea of like, oh, I should go do some research on what people are doing. And then I decided not to, because I want you to be original and I want you to come up with your own ideas. So let's just brainstorm, right? So if you're a home decor product seller, who is your ideal customer? What do they love? Different home decor product sellers are going to have different ideal customers, right? So some people are going to love farmhouse decor. Some people are going to love boho decor. Some people are going to love modern decor, or what is that? Mid-century modern decor. Some people are going to love like grandma chic, right? Who is your ideal customer? What do they love? Why do they love that style? What are they doing around that style? Are they like people who love home renovation and they're taking an old rundown home and making it new again, but they want to stay true to the style of the home? And so like they're looking for mid-century modern home decor. If yes, you're talking all about that, right? You're looking up old mid-century modern designs, you're recreating them, and you're adding your own products to the ideas, that kind of stuff. So you can go look at blogs about that topic, but I don't want you to go look at what other product sellers are doing, because most of them don't have blogs. I actually don't know any strictly product sellers that have blogs, and I think it's a huge missed opportunity for that whole segment of the crochet community. And like I said, I didn't really go looking, so I could be wrong. There could be people out there rocking it, but I don't know of any. So when you do that, you start to stand out. I do know other businesses that are selling physical products that do that. Like when you think about outdoor wear companies, right, that have their blog posts. I think about, I was going to give you an idea of some YouTubers, but they don't actually sell a physical product. Yeah, I can't off the top of my head. What about making other people's patterns and show the product on my blog? Should I link to that pattern maker's website or Etsy site? Who is your ideal customer and what are they looking for? What are you selling? The reason I ask this question is if you're showing other people's patterns, you might be making 4% off of a sale of that other person's pattern. I don't know that a lot of people are going to come to your site to see that because they want to go to the designer site. I just don't know. So the Funky Lighthouse, tell me what you are selling. And I'd love to hear that. I think that would work better on YouTube than on a blog post. People aren't searching for pattern reviews on blog posts. Catherine said, I'm on that module of identifying your ideal customer. I will really dig into that. Perfect. Catherine, yes. Dig in and then look at any of, you're in CBA, so look in any of the additional bonus content for any ideal customer things. Audience Advantage is in there. That could help. And Forever Fans is in there. That could help as well. Yeah. So going back to what is the framework for deciding on your blog topic? Who's my ideal customer? What am I selling? Where does that intersect? All right. When you find that magical spot, then you have your topic for your blog. So if you have questions about this, post them inside the Crochet Business Chat Facebook group, and we can brainstorm some of this together. I think that will help. All right. Anybody else have any questions? I did get a question somewhere where someone said, but what if I don't care about that topic? So you have two choices to make when that happens. I don't care about that topic. You either do it anyway, and you start to care about it because you built your whole business around that idea, right? So you must care something about it. So you do it anyway, or you say, no, I'm not going to do it. And then you find other ways to increase revenue in your business. So again, you're the boss. And so you get to decide. I have a real block against helplessness or indecision. Like, make a decision and go for it. If it doesn't work, then do something else. So it doesn't hurt to try things and see how well they work for you, and tweak them to see what would work best, or don't. Some people are anti-risk and anti-experiment and fear of failure. And if that's who you are and that's who you want to stay, then you can do that too. Yeah. All right, gang, I am going to go and get ready for my mastermind call. So I feel like I've been a little short, maybe, in this podcast, which, I mean, maybe I have lack of sleep, and my husband Christmas decorating is driving me crazy. So maybe I'm a little short today. If I am, I apologize. Ultimately, my goal is for you to make more money, to you to have financial freedom, and for you to care as much about your success as I do. And I care a lot. So have a great day. Go get really centered, figure out who your ideal customer is, and go forward from there. All right. If you have any questions, again, ask in the Facebook group. I'm happy to answer anytime. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of those YouTube-y things. And I'll be back again next week with another episode of Crochet Business Chat. Thanks for being here.